distinguished chairman, parliamentarians, members of the trade unions, international friends, and my dear friend, Madame Rajvi, can I first of all thank you for giving me this opportunity to address you. I come here as a British parliamentarian, a member of the House of Lords, and I come here also to demonstrate that my parliament, within which over 300 members in the House of Commons have given support to the cause of Iranian movement, and in the House of Lords equally the same number of people who have been part of support for the cause of the freedom of Iran as advocated by Mrs. Rajvi. It hasn't been an easy exercise, and I'm here again to support you, and I'm delighted that 91 or more than 90 people have signed that particular resolution that shows your determination in terms of tackling the injustice that exists in Iran today. And the reason I say this, as British parliamentarians, we are very proud. We took the government on when they proscribed PMOI as a terrorist organization. And we say no. We took up them through various courts in the United Kingdom. And finally, it was resolved at the highest level that this was not a terrorist organization. I have always believed that citizens of Ashraf must be protected. The violence that was perpetrated, which resulted in a number of deaths, but more important than that, the injuries that was caused. And I can tell you, if any one of you were to watch that particular video, you will have tears in your eyes, because this should not happen to any citizen who is a peace-loving person living in that country. And I can tell you now, when the Americans and Britons and everybody have left Iraq, I have no doubt at all that Iran's eyes is also on Iraq and much of the wealth, etc., that it could sequester from that particular country. We need to make sure that this doesn't happen. So how do we go about it? In the few minutes of my time, let me first of all say that we must speak up at every level. The United Nations, UNAMI, not simply should monitor. Monitoring is the end product of what has happened. They'll say, yes, this is what happened, but I don't even want that to happen. And for that not to happen, United Nations has a right, UNAMI has a right to ensure that it offers that particular protection on behalf of the civilized world to the citizens of Ashraf. But we must have another strategy. I said to you, we can't keep quiet about it. We can't just sit down and say, yes, we are aware, pass a resolution saying this is wrong. I have advocated to my own government, I've said, that I'm very keen, as part of the British delegation, part of the delegation from the European Union, and I hope countries like Norway will associate, that we go to Ashraf and warn the governments of Iran and Iraq that we are watching you. We are here to ensure that there is justice and freedom of the people who are living in that camp. And if that were not to happen, then let me tell you, we should warn them now that we will hound those who perpetrate such crime against innocent citizens by making sure that International Criminal Court actually will deal with this particular issue. I started, Mr. Chairman, as saying that Norway is the conscience of the world. But I want all of us to ensure that there are some issues on which civilized world will never compromise. And the rights and the liberties of people of Ashraf is one such issue on which we will stand together and fight that. Thank you very much indeed.